everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am back with Intertwine Another Life. I am very excited to get into this next part because I'm pretty sure this is new content from the original version of the game when I played it last year, so I'm very excited. We'll see what happens. And maybe some things that I've kind of discussed in the last couple parts might be involved. I don't know. I'm very curious. But anyways, we'll start with the question. Would you ever want to get married? I was like, where's my mouse? Yes. Personally, yes, but in general, yes. Oh, yeah? Big or small wedding? Hmm. And where would you want to have it? Why am I so curious? No reason. There must be a reason. You're not just asking questions. Obviously, you're just curious. Obviously. Will you follow the string into the next life? Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh my gosh, should we meet at work again? That's cute. I wonder how many of their lives, like, all their lives and things happen because they, like, met at work or something. That's cute. Ever since we ran into each other, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. So, will you go out with me, Marie? I'm dying internally. I'm just, again, I have, the character's name is Marie, which is related to my name, but I'm just a spectator. I'm just having my little reactions like, oh my gosh, this is happening. I love seeing these two. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna say? Maybe we'll put ourselves in a little, twisty twist in the plot. Then, oh, I'm sorry. I like you. I really do. But I'm not looking for a relationship right now. There was a tug in my chest as Van's face fell. I just think I need to focus on myself. Right person, wrong time, and all that, My lips quivered into a weak smile. Yeah, I get it. Maybe when the time is right. Until then, try not to forget about me. So smooth, my dude. I can never. 3 lives. Or maybe have I seen this? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. It's fine. Also, it's very interesting. How many people, if you're watching this, in general, believe in the right person, wrong time thing? Or like idea, rather. I mean, I definitely think that like timing is very important in general, but I guess in pursuit of like your person or person you want to be with, I think definitely like timing and luck are involved. Though I more lately think that if that person is for you, that the timing will be right. Which like makes me think, because I've talked to people where it's like, well, there's just like the one person I can be with versus like the idea that there are many people that would work well for you in this department, which is great also. Which I guess I align more with like potentially there's like many different, I don't know. There's potentially many potential options about, thinking about like who you might end up with. But then also there's the thing that like is like in my thought, it's like if the timing's not right, but that person is someone that like you possibly could have gotten together with, but the timing isn't right, then by fact of the timing not working out, they are not anymore a potential person for you. So that's all complicated things and just things I've been kind of thinking about more recently, which is interesting. And I really like talking to other people about it because I'm always just like, yeah, like maybe it's like, are we all as like general society a bit too focused on this idea of one person? I love the idea of just like, this is my person, personally. But then some people kind of question that and think, well, maybe there's like multiple people I'm like, sure, I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to give an answer here, but this is very making me think about that. Like, this scenario is making me think this. So, um, and maybe I'll have more to say once we play through this particular life here. Anyways, the music over there is pretty loud. Okay. Vun stared at me for a moment longer before returning his attention to my computer. I have no idea if what I said or just earlier made any sense, but thanks for letting me ramble. Well, hate to cut the party short, but if you don't finish your changes by the end of the day, it's my ass on the line too. So, chop chop. Fine. Don't sound so disappointed. If you do well, I'll reward you later. Okay, so is this the vision of the other life that we just saw? He leaned towards me, planting a quick peck on my cheek before pulling away. The shit-eating grin was back, and I pushed him. Shut up. Do you normally reward your coworkers like that? I have to say, this is a first. Our flower field. What? As I blinked, sunlight flooded my vision. A dream. About Vun. Why am I thinking about him after all these years? How funny. Is that what we would have been like if we ended up together? Wildflowers swayed in the wind as I groggily slipped on my drink, trying to shake off memories dredged up from that dream. It had been years since I first saw images of this place, and since then I had saved all my money to settle down here. Okay, saving your money, moving to this, like, place where you can see the wildflowers. I love that. That's big boss energy, you know? I finally made it. It was an incredible feeling to finally see my dream come true. In fact, my entire life felt like a dream. In work, I had achieved the success I'd always dreamed of. In friendship, my circle was close and my relationships deep. And years of self-love had taught me how to give myself the happiness and freedom I always wanted. When it came to love, I had never felt any shortage. And yet, sometimes, in moments like this, I thought of that man from all those years ago. What would it be like to share these experiences with him? I wondered if he ever thought about me, if he ever found someone else. I didn't regret my decision. Everything I'd done led me to this moment. And yet, what would have happened if I had said yes? I mean, you may not regret it, which is, like, totally fine. Like, more power to you, you know? But I hate the idea of, like, having these opportunities to ask myself, what if this thing had occurred? What if, you know, I did that? I made this decision or whatever. I personally have a policy. It's like, let's minimize those things. I'd rather know than not. But, like, again, I get why this story is in here. This life is in here. Because there is the chance where some factor or factors may come into play, whether that's because of you or other things where it's like, it just doesn't work out. And that's okay. That's okay. I guess, you know, this is like painting the idea. It's like, you know, you may have all these lives together in some ways, but not all of them might be spent together. Which is really thought-provoking. I do remember this story. I wasn't sure if we were getting a little something else. Maybe that question, the marriage question, happened before. I don't know. Maybe what's leading up to our another story. We'll see. We'll see. But personally, I would not want to have to think about what would have happened if I had said yes, or at least like that be a thing I think about constantly. I don't think our character's really thinking about it constantly here, but personally, I'd rather, you know, say yes and things happen and then we drifted apart versus not knowing. But that's me. If I had 3 lives, I'd marry you in 2. The other, perhaps that life over there at Starbucks, sitting alone, writing a memoir, maybe a novel or this poem. Friends to laugh with and a man sometimes for a weekend, to remember what skin feels like when it's alive. I'd walk the beach at sunrise, find perfect shell spirals, and study pockmarks water makes in the sand. And I'd wonder sometimes if I'd ever find you. Sarah Russell. Oh my goodness. This makes me think. This is also very like, this is kind of the idea I was trying to get at. It's like, you know, yeah, maybe, I mean, if we have like if in this story, Vun and our character have 100 lives together, not all of them are exactly spent. Like maybe they would like encounter each other to some degree or to some extent for some period of time, but they might not always be together. Just, you know, variety and all that. Last question, I promise. Coincidence or fate? Coincidence or fate? I mean, this is a question about, or it kind of relates to me again about timing. Timing and luck. Which, how much can we say are not, how much are these ideas not related to being coincidental or something being fated? I don't know. I definitely think they're related to some degree, but like, you know, you can have a whole discussion about, you know, all of that. I personally, again, if you can't tell, my answers are quite like hopeless romantic of me. So I'm going to say fate. But also coincidence happens. Interesting. Okay. My turn to answer the question. What? How do you know what I'd say fate? I didn't know. I barely read that. One more time? Maybe. At least another time. Will you follow the string into the next life? We'll see. Obviously we will. "444 days. As I finished etching the most recent tally on the wall, I leaned back. Ooh, at least that's like at least a year and like almost 3 months, I think. About 3 months. Have I really been a prisoner for that long? Oh my gosh, are we getting the story that I said I wanted, but it would break my heart if we got it? It somehow felt like I'd been in here for much shorter and longer than that, as if time simply didn't exist in this corner of the world.
444. Can't believe you've been keeping track. Don't even know how long I've been in here.
Okay. Hello? I definitely haven't seen this before. I have to. I'd lose my mind otherwise.
You might be onto something there. Sometimes I don't even know who I was before this place. My life outside these walls. What did that look like?
How did we end up here? What happened? What's the situation? What do we do? If you had to imagine it now, what would you want it to look like?
I think I'd want to be an artist.
Okay. Oh, why?
I don't know.
Fun?
I'm sick of seeing gray.
Fair.
Everything in here, the walls, the floor, our clothes, even our goddamn food looks gray. I want to see color. Create color. Capture everything that's beautiful and bright in this world. I want to capture you.
Again, I'm a spectator. Blush, blush, blush. What was that?
Nothing.
Ooh. Well, I think that's a great dream, Bun. Also, is it a situation of he fell first? You'll get it one day. I know you will.
Hey.
Yeah?
If I ever... When I become an artist, would it be okay if I painted you?
This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Me.
Why not? I never really had a dream. Not until you, so maybe fate sent you to be my muse.
Of course you said that in your past life, my dude. Aw. Cheesy.
Don't like it?
You can't see it, but I just threw up in the corner of my cell.
Is it gray?
Ha ha. I'll let you use your imagination for that one. But I'd be honored to be in your first painting. I would choose you. This is so cute. Please don't hurt my heart. Oh my god. Okay. A red line stood out against a black and white canvas, connecting two figures being ripped away from one another. It was a famous piece, created hundreds of years ago. Evidently, the artist was a well-known photographer before he painted this, but this became the piece he was known for. And it was the only painting he ever created. A delicate red string floated before her. A singular thought blanketed any reason she had in that moment. Don't go. Okay, so the painting is called Red String. Okay. Okay, so it's hundreds of years later. This is my first time seeing the painting in person, but it feels so familiar. I can see why it's famous. What a I'm trying to lower my pitch. What a coincidence. Huh? Beside me, a handsome stranger admired the same painting. When I come here, I'm usually alone. Handsome stranger. Won't complain about a little company, though. You must be a big fan if you come here often. It's a favorite. What do you think of it? I like it. For some reason, I feel connected to the piece. The red string in particular is my favorite part. It makes me feel hopeful in a way. Over the loss and the desperation, it was a feeling of hope that I held on to. I know what you mean. If you like this one, there are similar pieces in the museum. But if I'm being honest, this will always be my favorite. Personal bias, wink. Well, I'd love to see your recommendations, especially if you come here often. It would be my pleasure. By the way, got a name I can call you? He extended his hand to me. Marie, and yours? I took his hand and shook it. Ugh. Every single time. Bun. Dun dun. And we felt it. I'm home. Oh. Hug him, kiss him. I don't know. What? Okay, I mean, I'm assuming we live together. Are we married? I mean, it doesn't matter if we're married or not. We're gonna kiss bud. I ran to him, pulling him into a kiss that was sure to show him how much I'd miss him today. Especially seeing the whole prison thing again. I'm just like, guys, we need to cherish each other. You can hug and kiss or do whatever. You can do that anyway. But whatever. It's fine. Blush, blush, blush. Well, that's a way to greet someone. I missed you, Marie. I missed you too. How was your day? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm guessing work was awful. Ugh. You don't even know the half of it. Your coworker again? Who else? I just don't understand. He is such a prick. He's always breathing down my back, asking when I'm going to finish my section. Worry about yourself. And the way he's always looking at my calendar, it's not like he's my boss. Piss off. Oh, how much you don't know about a past life. It's so funny. Again, I love being a spectator here. This does remind me of that, if people have read that webtoon called See You in My 19th Life, and the main character is this woman who every single time she's reincarnated into her next life, or after a certain point, She reincarnates into her next life, but she remembers all her past lives. And so as she keeps living her lives, she retains all that information and knowledge. And on her 19th life, she's determined to find someone that she was taken away from too soon in her 18th life. So that's what this reminds me of, as I am like, wow, you totally had a coworker who was totally fun in your past life. And yeah, it was annoying, but y'all made up. It's fine. But now he's here in a different scenario where you met him at a cute art gallery. Meet cute, by the way. I love that for them. So now it's fine. Yikes. Yeah, that does sound like a lot. You always do your work well, too. Wonder why he's like that. Maybe he secretly has a crush on you? Yeah, right. If he was you, maybe he could get away with that. Maybe. I'm not too sure even I could get away with that when it comes to you. Okay, at least you're aware. Yeah, probably not. Work's just so stressful right now. I can't wait for our vacation. Oh, a vacation! Ooh! Me too. I'm so excited. Are you sure you don't want me to help with the planning? It's a lot for one person. Nope, I've got it all under control. Don't you worry. Wow, man after my own heart. I love planning trips, but I wouldn't mind if someone else planned a trip every now and again. That'd be fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this part. Oh my gosh, nothing truly has happened yet, besides us seeing more of that original prison scene / life. If you're sure, how was your day? Better than mine, I hope. It wasn't too bad. I'm still not sure what to call my exhibition, though. Show me your paintings again? No? Weren't you just complaining about how tired you are from work? Ah, that's different. I want to help you. All right, all right. Let's do it over dinner, though. You haven't eaten yet, right? No, I just got home. I'll get the food ready for us then. You can relax. I know you had a long day. Well, if you insist. Go. I'll call you when it's done. With a nice cold beer waiting for you too. Wink. Ooh, okay, this is so cute. Okay, so he's a painter. He's an artiste. We work a little job that we probably have seen in our past life, so that's cool. My goodness, I'm gonna drink some water. I love that, like, I haven't commented on it here yet, I don't think, but like, I love Bun's tattoos, like the little like mountain range on his like above his clavicle, and the constellation on his like forearm there. Very nice. Anyways, let's see what these paintings are all about. Various paintings lay sprawled out on the table, a rainbow of color woven together by Van's expert hand. In one, splatters of icy white speckled a gradient of steel and sky blue, like the feeling of icy cold rain against your skin. In another, a smear of iridescent aquamarine ran across a canvas of amethyst and sapphire, like the mystique of the stars as they gleam back at you in the night sky. In still another, smooth pale cream stretched endlessly to the edges of the painting, highlighting the ridges created by the bristles of the paintbrush, like an open blank page in a book. Pretty. Pretty. You like? Don't I always? Have to make sure every once in a while, you know. Wink. If only I knew what to name the exhibition. Was there anything that inspired these pieces? Or a message you're trying to tell the audience? I'm not sure if it was that deep with these paintings. It was almost automatic. I was reaching for colors that just felt important to me, that inspired me. Wait, I need to read what was happening in those. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, icy cold rain against your skin. Okay. This is giving me what we remember from the first life that we saw, where it was Vun the photographer and her character is going to work. Because and other instances, but specifically that life where it's like, here's the rain happening all the time. We get caught in the rain. He lets us borrow his poncho, or we get under his umbrella when we were co-workers. And then the night sky thing is from the first life that we saw in this game, where again he was photographer Vun, and they went to go see like a meteor shower. And then the book thing, I like the blank page in a book that gives me like the first life also, just like looking at books, but I don't particularly recall that to like any other life. Okay, but I am assuming that to some extent it's like these are just probably just like pullings from his past life, their shared past lives, and that's what it is. Is there anything you think of when you look at them?
Me? Nothing too concrete, but when I look at these paintings, I get reminded of certain experiences. The blue one feels like that moment when you get caught in the middle of a rainstorm. Mm-hmm. The purple one makes me think of the stars in the night sky. And the cream one almost makes me feel like I'm reading the beginning of a new book. And an art piece that feels like something when you see it. It's kind of like us, isn't it? Or synesthesia.
Yeah, I guess it is. Synesthesia. What if I named it that? In honor of my favorite muse.
Favorite? Does that mean you have others?
My bad. Only muse. Wink.
He chuckled, pressing a light kiss to my forehead before leaning back on the couch. That's what I thought. I like the name. It makes me think of us, too.
Synesthesia it is. See? Been going crazy trying to find a name, and after one dinner with you, it's all figured out. Just like that. Just like what you said in another life. Me crying. Don't worry. Marie Blue Angels is crying and spectating in the background, but it's happy tears, I promise. I love this for you too. What do you call that?
Fate.
Wink. It's like you read my mind. That's what I thought too. As he settled into the couch cushion, I decided to lay my head on his lap. Today had been so exhausting.
Can I?
Of course.
I smiled as a peaceful quiet settled over us.
Vun absentmindedly reached for my hand, placing our palms together. He always has liked physical touch. Oh my gosh, Vun POV. Okay, great. Why are we so cold? My hand feels so warm compared to her. I stared at our hands pressed together and relished the quiet comfort of her presence. These were my favorite moments.
What are you thinking about?
Me? Nothing much. Just admiring how our hands fit together.
Where do you pull all of these cheesy lines from?
What? You asked.
I didn't think you'd say something like that.
You don't like it?
I didn't say that.
It's true. It surprised me just as much. It surprised me just as much as it did her. I never thought I'd be the type to enjoy physical touch so much. The mere thought of touching someone had always seemed overwhelming, especially with my synesthesia. That makes sense, to be honest. And look at you now. But the way her skin felt, the way the length of her hands stretched against mine, the way the warmth of her hands feels mixed together. I could spend lifetimes trying to commit it all to memory, and it still wouldn't be enough. You guys are so cute. I love this. Oh my. Again, I'm spectating and crying. Don't mind me.
Do we have any plans this weekend?
Nope. Just whatever you want to do. Any requests?
As she mused to herself, I intertwined my fingers with her.
Vision.
You don't even know what I look like.
I don't need to.
Ah! Even more, I'm gonna be heartbroken.
No matter what, I know I'll always fall in love with you.
I love that for them. Oh my gosh.
Bet I'd love you even if you were a worm.
I'm so glad that was included in the writing. He would love us even if we were a worm. Okay, great. Love it. Sorry, I'm highly emotional because this is way too cute.
Yeah, right. But it didn't feel like a lie. In the damp, dark confines of these cell walls, she was the only one who brought the light into my world. How did I get so lucky as to meet someone like this in my life? Rather, how did I get so unlucky as to meet her under these circumstances? Hey, Fun,
Yeah?
can you promise me something?
Anything.
Marie? No, never mind. Huh? What could it be? After everything we've talked about, what could she be hesitant to say?
Getting shy on me now? After all the secrets we've shared?
No. I don't think I should say it.
Tell me.
I shouldn't.
I want to know. Please?
Oh my gosh. I'm kept in suspense, guys.
Fine. It's dumb, so don't make a big deal out of it, okay?
Never.
Also, I'm like, I should probably be whispering, but here I am.
Do you think we can have a happy ending? I mean, it was just a thought I had, and saying out loud, it sounds ridiculous. I knew I shouldn't have. As soon as I said it, I regretted it. It's stupid.
We will.
Oh. What?
Actually, give me your hand.
My hand? The dim light of the torches flickered, casting dancing shadows over my arm as I reached through the gap in the cell bars towards her. Jeez, I can hardly fit through.
Sorry, just bear with me.
The familiar warmth of her hand enveloped mine. I cherished it. Her. My one respite from the cold loneliness of these cells. I pulled out my present. I'd been waiting for the right moment. I'd been waiting for the right moment to give it to her. What is it? I hope she likes it. What are you doing?
Hold on. Just a second.
Is this the right finger? It's so hard to tell from this position. And damn, why is it always so dark in here?
You're in prison, I don't know.
Ow!
Sorry.
There. That should do it.
Okay, you can have your hand back.
A dull pain throbbed at my shoulders, a result of shoving my entire body against the jagged stone wall to reach her. But that slowly ebbed away, replaced by nervousness as I listened for Marie's reaction. What? A red string? Fun, what is...
It's supposed to be a ring.
I'm crying, everyone. Don't mind me. Fuck. Not the red string ring. Because that's how they are fated to be together for forever in any lifetime. This is way too cute. My goodness. That was also cute, the little interaction.
It's your 888th day, right?
Oh my gosh, it's 808. They met 444 days ago. Another year and 3 months ago. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's like almost 2.5 years.
The top is supposed to look like an 8. Kinda. I know it's just string, but you know, not much to work with in here.
Honestly, I'm surprised you can get red string here. Like, where's the red string from?
If I could, I'd do it right.
We know you would, Vaughn.
Get down on my knee. Maybe the sun's setting around us. Well, if I could do it right, I'd give you a real ring. One that shines so bright it'd make you forget everything about this place.
Aw.
But this life has been cruel to me, and this is all I can give to the person I love.
Love?
You asked me if we'd have a happy ending, right? I promise it.
Wait, Vaughn, This is...
Does she not like it?
I know it's nothing like a real proposal, but...
Sorry. Am I doing this wrong?
Honestly, I'd be crying on the other side of the cell. Like, I'd just be like, hello? My dude? Also, why do I feel... We're turning you down there. That's gonna go down. We're gonna turn that up a little. Okay. So I'm sorry if it's, like, off, but... No.
I don't remember much from my time outside, but I know people in love would exchange rings as symbols of their vows, and I don't really...
No, Vaughn, don't worry. You're not doing any of it wrong. You don't know how happy this makes me. Rings are usually silver, aren't they? I like how red this is. Silver, gray, all of that reminds me of this prison, like you said. But red? It will always remind me of you.
I feel the writing is getting to me. This is so good. Mm-hmm.
I love it, and I love you too.
Ugh.
Oh, what were you saying before?
Was I saying something before?
He's like, I don't know. You just said I love you too.
I can't remember. I think I started blacking out when she said she loved me back.
So fair, so true. I get it.
I asked you if we would have a happy ending. You were saying something before you gave me my ring.
Oh, well, it's a little embarrassing to say now. You threw me off.
Embarrassing now? After we confessed to each other?
Well, I guess when you put it like that. I was saying, even if I have to fight the fates themselves, I'll make sure we have our happy ending.
I'm crying.
That's my vow to you.
Ugh, so sweet.
We're going to get out of here. And we're going to see those flowers you've always dreamed of. And I'll get you a real ring and...
Oh, the flowers and the real ring and more.
As I spoke, I was filled with a heart-fluttering feeling. It was light and exciting, and it was hope.
I promise.
Ugh. Oh, okay. Back to our current life here. Okay, so you're gonna make those dreams come true. I'm assuming something's happening in this cute little trip that you're planning by yourself, Vaughn.
Vaughn? Are you okay?
What? Was that another memory of our past life together?
Vaughn?
Yeah, sorry. I just remembered something important.
Oh, what is it? I stared at her ring finger, tracing my thumb...
My goodness. I stared at her ring finger, tracing my thumb across it before pressing my lips against her knuckle. I'll tell you later.
Where are you taking me? Vaughn guided me forward, his hands gently resting on my shoulders. He chuckled near my ear. The sensation sent shivers down my spine.
You want me to ruin the surprise?
No.
We've been together all these years, and you're still planning surprises like this. What could it be? The sound of patted grass with each step I took, a light floral scent, the subtle feeling of sun on my skin. Where were we?
This one's different. I've wanted to do this for a while.
A while? What are you... Oh. I gasped at the scene before me. Rolling hills loomed on the horizon. Lavender decorated the meadowed field.
This was why I wanted to plan everything.
Oh my gosh.
It was so hard keeping this a secret from you.
He gave my shoulders one light squeeze before joining my side. His eyes shone with excitement.
I've always wanted to take you here, to see this place. This was just the perfect opportunity.
Here, really? Why?
Just been a dream of mine. You like it?
I do, but I never talked about seeing a flower field. In fact, I wasn't sure I'd ever even thought about visiting one. But it was breathtaking.
Okay, so in this life, you never had those inklings, but he remembers from their past lives. Okay, that's fine. Or, they're all like, they could also be like concurrent lives or something. I don't know. There's also a theory of like, alternate universe, like theory, right? I could also believe that this is the case here, but I'm just going to go with reincarnation here.
I felt a sense of belonging, like I was meant to be here.
There's something else I've wanted to do for a while.
Again, I'm spectating. So sorry.
He reached for something in his back pocket as he knelt down on one knee.
Oh my god. No way. I don't even know, like, question mark? I kind of want to do the question mark, like, what are you doing? But also, it's like, because, I feel like, no way. I don't even know. It doesn't really matter. Question mark. Oh, look at this CG. Oh, proposal bun. Oh my goodness. We're crying. In the meadowed field. We're dying.
Gray eyes met mine as Vun held up a small cushioned box. Marie.
Holy shit, I'm nervous.
So fair.
For as long as I can remember, I've felt like I've been searching for something.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter where I looked, I could never find it. Like I was trying to remember something that never existed. I've always thought art was the answer. If I could just create what I was trying to find. It's only after I met you that I realized. It's you. With you, everything's brighter, warmer, like I'm seeing the world for the first time.
Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. Sorry, I'm just like stunned into silence.
I want to spend the rest of my life by your side.
He opened the box. Inside was a golden ring inlaid with gleaming rubies.
Oh my gosh, how did you know rubies are my birthstone? Obviously, this was planned for me. Just kidding. But I do like, in general, put that aside. But like, ooh, I love this. Golden ring inlaid with gleaming rubies.
If you'll have me.
Fun. Of course I'll marry you.
Really?
Why are you so surprised? It's the same. Why are you so surprised? That was my question. Are having the same thoughts right now, girl.
Every time I thought about this moment. Well, I never imagined this far. To what you would actually say. Marriage with you. It almost seems too good to be true.
Oh. He slid the ring onto my finger. The light of the settling sun danced off its scarlet surface. How long has he been planning all of this? You always find a new way to sweep me off my feet. How did you know I'd like this? A ruby ring, a trip to a flower field. I'd never mentioned any of this.
Call it a gut feeling.
Okay, wait, the ruby thing is because it's like red, I was just like, wow, why? And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I want to see the ring. Please show me. I want to see the ring, please. Please, please, please. I love it.
Here, sit.
Oh wait, we saw it briefly. I need to go back and look at it later.
He laid out a blanket and we both settled next to each other on the padded ground. I couldn't stop admiring how the ring fit perfectly on my finger, or the way it contrasted against my complexion.
Oh wait, I can't believe I almost forgot.
What is it? He placed my hand in his and I pulled the ring off my finger. Hey!
Just for a second. attached to it already?
Is there like an engraving?
I'm not sure. Give it back to me and I'll let you know.
This will be quick.
Vun offered the ring back to me.
Don't put it on yet. Look at the inside of the band.
I knew it.
What?
Honestly, I'd forget. If I was him, I would have forgotten to be like, wait, there's this thing.
Engraved on the inside of the ring was the number 8.
Oh.
An 8? For today's date?
That, and it's an important number to me. It's also an infinity sign.
Right. I mean, people really do love, like, 8/8. Like the 8 as a number, as an infinity sign.
For, well, you know.
I want him to explain it.
Explain it to me.
Come on, you're really gonna make me say it?
Yes.
I want to hear you say it. Please?
Infinity sign, because I hope that's what our love is.
Multiple times I'm just here. I'm crying. I literally feel the tear. Like, I'm getting emotional. I love it.
Infinite.
Oh. Blush, blush.
Anyways, you can put it back on now. I know you've been dying to.
About time. I excitedly returned to admiring the ring, much to Vun's amusement.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it. The fact you even thought about this. Sometimes it feels like you know me better than I know myself. I wouldn't be surprised if you knew me in another life. He flashed me a mischievous smile before taking in the view himself. We both quietly enjoyed the scene. When I peeked at him again, his eyes had taken on a distant expression. Distant expression, yep. Marie. Yes?
What if I told you I did?
I was gonna say, you guys never talked about that. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine now. It will be okay. We can talk about it now.
Did what?
That I did know you in another life?
Huh. As romantic as that is.
No, it's not to be romantic. I mean...
He averted his gaze with a rare look of uncertainty. Vun?
I'm about to tell you something, but don't think I'm weird.
Vun, you know you can trust me with anything. What is it?
You know how I get those visions when I first touch someone?
Yeah, like deja vu.
Remember the feeling I got when we met?
You said I felt like an old friend. Like someone you had known your entire life.
Yeah. And you did. But it also felt like more than that.
Okay, so you were like simmering it down for someone you just met, but cool.
I never told you how intense it was. But when we touched, I never felt anything like it. It was like this rush of emotions, of falling in love, being in love, heartbreak, grief. It was like experiencing a past life together. No, not like it. I think I actually did.
Really? Our past life? If it was anyone else, I would brush them off. I'd call them crazy then and there. After all, what Vun was saying was ridiculous. But because he always listened to me, supported me, protected me, cherished me, showed me how pure and unselfish love can be, because it was him, I wanted to believe him. You saw our past life together? What was it like?
You believe me?
Because it's you. He lit up with relief before engulfing me in his embrace. Whoa, easy there.
You don't know how long I've been holding that in. Thought I was going to carry that to the grave.
You're so dramatic. So, tell me more about this past life. He chuckled into my shoulder before stepping away.
Which one? There's been so many.
I have options.
Yep. There was the first time we met, after centuries apart.
Oh.
In a couple lives, we hated each other before getting together.
Okay, enemies to lovers.
No way.
You can be mean when you want to be.
You kept that all you you kept that all in. My goodness.
I bet you deserved it.
You've also rejected me.
I have.
It's not a big deal. I'm over it.
Wink.
So then, we've actually shared a lot of past lives together.
Which would also then make sense why he was nervous about proposing, because it's like, I don't know, this could go either way, you know? Like, yeah, I know she loves me, but like maybe she'll be like, nah, I don't want to do that, you know? Fair.
It's like we're soulmates. I stared at the scene before us, lost in my thoughts. It sounded cheesy when I said it out loud. And yet... Oh, being here with Vun, surrounded by lavender, it felt right.
That's what I thought when we met. I have a theory, actually.
What is it?
I have no way of proving it, but I like to think that the more lives we spend together, the more I remember next time we meet.
Oh. Ever the romantic, I see.
I've had a long time to think about this. How many years have we been together?
I lost track at this point.
Well, I've had that long to theorize.
And now you're going to dump it all on me?
Exactly. I never would have imagined you'd believe me. But you do. That's how I know we're soulmates.
Ah, my heart.
Cheesy.
You said you like cheesy pickup lines.
When?
A long time ago. You wouldn't remember.
Sorry, girl, I made that. I was just like, cool, I made that choice for you.
I shook my head, surprised at how naturally this conversation of past lives was going. Have you ever looked for me? Have you ever looked for me? Do you think you've ever looked for me? If you happen to know I was your soulmate or something.
I've thought about that question too. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I have. I'm sure even if we couldn't be together, I'd wonder how you were doing, how that life was treating you, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you've ever forced me to be with you?
I don't think that's how that works, but good question.
Well, there's a dark thought.
Hypothetically. Unless you already know from your glimpses into our past lives.
Afraid I'm not that all-seeing.
Maybe that's good. You won't remember all the times I brutally embarrassed myself in my other lives.
Think I've seen enough of your embarrassing moments in this lifetime.
Rude.
Hey.
Kidding. But let's see. Would I force you to be with me?
I mean, it doesn't seem so based on the first answer.
Can't remember a time I did, and I'd like to think I never have. But who knows? Love can be dangerous.
I mean, I guess there's the technical possibility. I think it's not highly probable, so.
Do you ever get tired of it?
Tired of you?
Tired of all of it? Of meeting me for the millionth time, of falling in love with me, being with me, losing me.
You make it exciting.
Oh my god, sweet.
Those are all of my questions. My chest felt warm. I didn't know if Vun's words were true. Maybe I never would. But a love that transcended time, someone who would choose me over and over. The idea of it would make even the most hardened skeptic a hopeless romantic. And even now, he would still choose me.
Always.
You aren't bored of me?
Never.
So, even in our next life?
By your touch, I'll always be yours.
As if to demonstrate his point, Vun traced his fingers over my cheeks. His gaze drifted over my features with the same unwavering devotion he has always reserved just for me.
Oh, cute in the meadow.
Time seemed to slow as I etched this moment into my memory. The twilight gray of his eyes, his gentle, calloused touch, that earthy, comforting smell of pine. I didn't want to forget any of it. Have I ever told you how much I like the color of your eyes?
My eyes?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it.
Really? I've actually always hated them. Not a big fan of gray.
So it's interesting that our character does, but maybe it's like, to some degree, it's like, wow, I associate that color, like, our character associates that color with when they met Vaughn. In some ways.
What? But they're so pretty. That specific shade of gray, like liquid silver, was one of my favorite colors, because it reminded me of him.
You think? Huh. Well, if you like them so much, maybe I'll come around to it.
We leaned towards each other, pulled by the invisible string that would forever tether us together. Ah!
Should we just... I kind of want to see us just hold hands.
Bun's arms wrapped around me, and I melted into his familiar embrace. His voice was a quiet murmur, with a tenderness I would never get tired of.
I love you.
Oh, cute.
I would choose you in every lifetime. JB. Intertwine. Would you choose me in every lifetime?
The end. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I'm so glad that I was able to come and revisit this. All right. There was the gallery. I want to see the ring. I want to see the ring, y'all. I needed a close-up of the ring properly. Ooh, pretty. Okay, I love it. Don't think I forgot about the ring, everyone. That's usually the first thing I'm like, who's gotten engaged? I need to see the ring. I do like the idea of like inlaid rubies. It's perfect. Aw. Oh yeah, you get the 3 different backgrounds. Oh, look at them. Look at us, we're so cute. I mean, I'm looking at Vine, but I'm just like, I'm remembering the moments. Okay, we love that. Okay. Wow. This is so great. I love the added content and how it's like sprinkled throughout the 4 lives that we do. The 4 lives we get to see plus the 5th one, which is the prison life that we get to see. I actually now remembered like all of those things, the 4 lives all did happen, but it's more like those like flashbacks into the past. And like some slight changes. I'm sure some also other options that I didn't entertain in this playthrough were also new, so I'll have to like play those off screen and check those out. But I love it so much. I don't know. As you can tell, I really like Intertwine as a story in general, and I'm so glad there was like additional content made for it, and that I got to play it. And Fun's always great. Seeing Fun and our character interact is just always so sweet. And I love that. So, you know, makes you also think about, you know, how you might be connected to another person if you believe in the red string theory, and soulmates, etc. But anyways, this is just really nice to enjoy, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. Please let me know what you think of it in the comments if you'd like to share. I'm always down to chat about it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you'd like to see more from my channel, other playthroughs of indie visual novels that I do, please feel free to subscribe. And yeah. I'll let you go now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching Intertwine. Another life. Bye!